If
Jon Snow dies at any point in the show before the show comes to a conclusion, I'm off the channel.
Off the channel, not off the show. Off the fucking channel. Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
I'm Malachi.
I'm Tom.
We're back with Game of Thrones, Season 5, Episode 1.
Yeah!
Alright guys, we had a heck of a finale last time. A lot of deaths last season. A lot of deaths and a lot of question marks.
Yep.
What a great battle scene. I know we talked about it a little bit, but that battle scene at the wall was...
It was amazing.
It wasn't Helm's Deep from Lord of the Rings, but it was... And I know I referenced that specific battle a lot because I think it's one of the greatest battles of cinema ever.
Yeah.
But it was the giants, the woolly mammoths.
Yep.
It was... I don't want to use the word epic. Epic gets thrown on, I think, too much. It was great.
Yeah, it was fantastic. The Hound and Brianna. Kill me!
Kill me!
Yeah.
I don't think he's dead. I don't think he is.
I have to see, man.
And I'll tell you what else I think.
Tell me what you think.
I think if you're Tyrion, the smart play, really the only play that you have right now, is to go join the wall. I know he has money and all this other stuff. He has resources, but
I don't think he has that much money on him now.
Yeah. I would go to the wall.
Before we jump in, if you want to see the full-length version of this reaction, head to our Patreon. If you want to see the next 4 weeks, head to our Patreon. Let's jump in.
You don't need to be afraid of my father.
Cersei?
You might be right, Malachi. I don't know.
We're going to Hagrid's hut?
We shouldn't go in. Of course we should.
Get out.
Get out! You're not terrifying.
You don't know what
Why would you do this?
I know you're a witch. And you can see the future. Tell me mine. Tell me my future, or I'll have your 2 boring eyes gouged out of your head.
Nice lady, huh? Nice girl, young girl.
When are you going to eat your broccoli?
3 questions you get.
Turn to a witch.
You won't like the answers.
I've been promised to the prince. When will we marry?
You'll never wed the prince. You'll wed the king.
It's 2 questions there.
You'll be queen. And comes another. Younger. More beautiful. Cast you down and take all you hold dear.
Will the king and I have children?
No. The king will have 20 children. And you will have 3.
That doesn't make sense.
Gold will be their crowns. Gold. Their shrouds.
Oh, God.
Cersei!
Good call, Malachi.
Oh, it scared me.
Me too for a second, dude.
What he built, it's ours. He built it for us. He meant it for us. They're going to try to take away all of it.
They have nothing to do with it. The man who murdered our father, he tore us apart. He's the enemy. I've been telling you for years. You've been defending him for years.
Exactly what they want.
That little monster is out there somewhere drawing breath.
Monster.
Did you set him free? He loved you more than anyone in this world.
I mean, does Cersei really care that much that the Tywin's dead?
You know. She respected him probably more than loved him, you know? Doesn't want him to be dead because he was holding everything together, you know?
Yeah.
I still don't see why I had to stay in this fucking crate once we set sail.
If they catch you, they catch me.
Do you know what it's like to stuff your shit through one of those air holes?
No. I only know what it's like to pick up your shit and throw it overboard.
I just shit and just push it through.
Oh.
Things have gotten worse, not better. Westeros needs to be saved from itself.
The future is shit. Just like the past.
Now, this is going to be interesting. Because correct me if I'm wrong. If he's unsullied, yeah.
Oh, not even that, just, oh.
True.
Sons of the Harpy.
Yes, Your Grace. They left it on the body.
They've never killed before.
It was only a matter of time, Your Grace. Conquerors always meet with resistance.
What was the name of the man you lost?
White Rat, Your Grace.
White rat.
I want him buried with honor.
Publicly. In the Temple of the Graces.
Find the men who did this and bring them to me.
I have heard that more than one Unsullied has been known to visit Meereen's brothels.
May I ask you why?
Why would an Unsullied go to a brothel?
I do not know. I must go.
Wait.
Yeah.
Come. Try it again.
Armor makes you look like a
Drive it,
fool.
mate. Keep your shield up, or I'll ring your head like a bell.
These men need a firm hand. Always
Oh, he's back.
They're
He didn't die,
courtiers
baby.
and thieves,
Oh, cool.
not soldiers.
Don't let them send us away.
I told you. Wherever you go, I go too.
You can't leave, they'll execute you.
The king wants a word. Are you a virgin?
No.
Good.
Good.
You know who rules at Winterfell now?
Roose Bolton.
Traitor who plunged a dagger in Robb Stark's heart.
Some of the Night's Watch feel you have too much affection for the wildlings.
They were born on the wrong side of the wall. Doesn't make them monsters.
Yeah.
No matter. I shall mount Roose Bolton's head on a spike. But if I'm to take Winterfell, I need more men. Talking about the wildlings. Better follow me, I'll pardon them. We'll take Winterfell. Once the North is won, I'll declare them citizens of the realm. Give them land to live on. If Mance kneels before me and swears his loyalty.
Don't think that's likely.
Convince him to bend the knee,
Grace.
or he burns.
Goodbye, Lord Royce, and thank you for all you've done for me.
I have done nothing more than my duty, my lady. I have no doubt that on my return, Robin...
It's like a classic knight's armor.
He said Sansa had a brother at Castle Black. A few days' ride from the King's Road. But that'll take us...
Us?
Oh.
Where would I go? I don't care. I'm not your mother.
You swore to find the Stark girls.
I found Arya. She didn't want my protection.
Sansa's still not.
Will you shut your mouth?
You asked.
Yeah, so she's having a little existential crisis.
You told Lord Royce we were going to the Fingers.
Oh, I did.
So where are we going? To a land where you trust everyone?
To a land so far from here, even Cersei Lannister can't get her hands
They
on
going
it.
brothers? Reese's?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too.
But just being in his presence was enough to make it so clear just how formidable a person you would
I
be.
feel like she would kill Marjorie. He looks older.
Your Grace.
Remember him?
Cousin Lancel. I hardly recognized you.
Oh.
They call themselves sparrows. Bloody fanatics.
Religion has its place, of course.
You can forgive me.
What could you possibly have done to warrant my forgiveness?
I led you into the darkness.
I doubt you ever led anyone anywhere.
Of course. There was the king. His boar hunt.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm a different person now. I found peace in the light of the Seven. You can too. They watch over all of us, ready to dole out mercy or justice. Their world is at I will pray for your father's soul.
The day Tywin Lannister's soul needs your help.
Face.
Perhaps you might consider being a bit more discreet?
Why? They will know about me anyway.
You never told me why you set me free.
Your brother asked me to. I didn't do it for you. I did it for the Seven Kingdoms.
Drunken dwarf will never be the savior of the Seven Kingdoms.
You have your father's instincts for politics, and you have compassion.
Compassion?
Yes. If you sat on the Iron Throne, would you spread misery throughout the land?
I will never sit on the Iron
The Seven Kingdoms need someone stronger than Tommen, but gentler than Stannis.
A monarch who could intimidate the High Lords and inspire the people.
A ruler loved by millions with a powerful army and the right family name.
Daenerys.
Who said anything about
Her.
him?
Yeah.
You can stay here at Valerian's palace and drink yourself to death.
Or you can ride with me to Meereen, meet Daenerys Targaryen, and decide if the world is worth fighting for.
So, you know, I mean, these characters meet for the first time.
I was gonna say, I don't think they've.
Politics is the art of compromise, Your Grace.
I'm not a politician. I'm a queen.
It's easier to rule happy subjects than angry ones.
I don't expect the wise masters to be slavery made them rich.
I ended slavery.
They ask for the reopening of the fighting pits.
In the new world that you brought to us,
Free men would fight free men. The pit fighters you liberated plead for this opportunity.
bring some here and absent yourself.
If he really believes I'm going to reopen the fighting pits.
You should reopen the fighting pits. You've made thousands of enemies all across the world. As soon as they see weakness, they'll attack.
Show your strength.
You're not the mother of Unsullied. You're the mother of dragons.
I don't want another child's bones dropped at my feet.
Yeah.
So I like Dario can kind of talk sense into her.
I really like him.
Usually you say that they die. So.
Yeah, good point.
Easy, easy, easy.
Dude, look how big they are.
Dude, what? How long's it been?
Now what?
Well, think for a lot of people, you know, there was a break of like 6 to 8 months. So for those people, it's been a long time, if you think about it.
You know what Stannis wants?
He wants me to bend the knee. And he wants the free folk to fight for him. I'll give him this. If he gets what he wants, I expect he'll be a better ruler than the fools sitting on the Iron Throne the last 100 years. But I'll never serve him.
You brought them together to save them because none of them have survived the winter, not if they're north of the wall. Isn't their survival more important than your pride?
Pride? They followed me because they respected me. Because they believed in me. The moment I kneel for a Southern king, that's all gone.
And how many tens of thousands are out there right now?
I don't want to die. I'm burned to death. I don't want people to remember me like that, scorched and screaming. You're a good lad. But if you can't understand why I won't enlist my people in a foreigner's war, there's no point explaining.
I just think John has a point.
Yeah, I think Mance is just being like...
The freedom to make my own mistakes was all I ever wanted.
Bend the knee, I promise you mercy.
This was my home for many years. I wish you good fortune in the wars to come.
Oh man, I haven't heard that since later on in GOT. So I was looking some of this stuff up. Like Stannis kind of gets no pleasure out of this. Like, his wife is like, oh.
We all must choose. We choose the true God or the false. Behold the fate of those who choose the darkness.
I wonder what it took for her when she got into this religious system to start burning people with such confidence. You know what I mean? Neil, hurry!
Okay, never mind. I take it back.
He's like kicking his legs up. Oh no! I hate seeing Tormund cry. Good Jon Snow.
It still counts.
Everyone's like, nah.
Guys, as a reaction, we're back with Game of Thrones season 5. You know, what do we think of that episode?
We've lost another one.
Mance Rayder is dead.
Mance Rayder's dead.
And it could have been a lot worse.
I liked him. The actor who would go on to be in the first Woman in Black horror movie.
Haven't seen that.
Well, and he seems to think that Tyrion is going to play a major role in a big piece of the puzzle in terms of...
It's because he served with Tyrion. He understands that Tyrion... Because you got to remember their conversations. Like, you know, he knows that Tyrion saved King's Landing at the Battle of Blackwater. With his bravery and his strategy. He understands that Tyrion was trying... You know, when Tyrion was in power... that's why it's kind of refreshing when you get people that aren't lifelong politicians to kind of get in. And it doesn't always work. But Tyrion just did something completely different. You know what I mean? Than people before him.
Right.
We also had Tywin's funeral. Malcolm, what'd you think of that with Lancel coming back?
He seems like a weirdo, but
yeah, he's a weirdo.
He's a sparrow now.
And you know, I don't love. Yeah, I don't love.
So are they? The sparrows are just like a religious. I don't want to call them religious fanatics, but are they just like religious?
Right. They're kind of fanatics.
Seriously, that thing you called that at the beginning of it, when they were little, and they went to that witch's hut. She gave all those predictions. So now that gives a little more insight into why she's so paranoid about some of these things.
What's funny is you're telling this girl someone younger and more beautiful. Now, is she just younger and beautiful because she's young? Or she's saying, no, she's just more beautiful, like her baseline? Because that's just mean. You know what I mean? I think the idea is like, we all know what it means. It's like when you're, you know, she's getting older. She ain't like the hot thing anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, she's older. She's still very attractive.
Yeah, she's an attractive woman. And I love her in the Sarah Connor Chronicles. It's actually one of the best shows I ever watched. It got canceled after 2 seasons after a incredible finale, like a cliffhanger.
I've actually never even heard of it.
It takes place in the Terminator universe. It's kind of its own thing.
Okay.
But it's kind of like she plays Sarah Connor, and she's trying to raise her son John to prepare for the wars and everything to come.
Yeah. Are you a little bit surprised that they've allowed Gilly to stay there with the baby?
Well, I think they understand, like, you know, we've served the realm. We're not going to throw this. They don't like wildlings. I think the leadership just kind of tolerates her. But right now, there's no leader. But Alistair Thorne wins. He's going to just throw her out.
Yeah. So, knowing what we know about her background with her dad and everything that happened there, do you think, is she simple?
No, she's not simple like Hodor, but she's just...
Hodor.
I'm just saying right now, she's not...
You said you never leave. You can't kick us out. You can't, like... She almost acts like a child.
I think she was just kind of being an emotional young person.
I really want to read the books now, man.
Yeah, I mean, maybe read that first one and that second one. Just don't get ahead of the show. You know. Anyways, the fighting pits. Bringing back the fighting pits. Dario was encouraging it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like the fact that it seems like Dario is able to kind of, I don't want to say talk sense into her, but
he can
offer advice and she's receptive to it. I mean, granted they're sleeping together, but still.
Yeah, she might look to him and say, "Well, what do you think?" At the very least, and you know, she's got to make the best judgment based. But I think people, like, she's a queen, and she's not going to have the same perspective as someone like Dario, someone like Jorah. You know what I mean? Because she's a queen. Now, one thing I love about her, unlike her brother, well, her brother too, honestly, but she had a lot worse. Like, he was kind of pampered living in that mansion of that one guy, Varys' friend.
Right.
You know, for 18 years of his life. But she went through hell, you know, getting sold into slave, you know, getting sold to the Dothraki. And obviously she had a lot better than some people, but essentially she fell in love with her husband. But essentially she was sold to him, and she did not want that to happen. It just happened to work out.
Right.
Okay? I mean, I want to be sold to Jason Momoa myself. You know what I mean? Okay, and she can't really control the dragons also.
Yeah, there was one other point regarding the wall situation. There seems to be this weird... It's like Melisandre has this, like, almost like fascination with Jon Snow for some reason.
Yeah. She's looking at him, that's all I can say.
If Jon Snow dies at any point in the show before the show comes to a conclusion, I'm off the channel.
Off the channel, not off the show. Off the fucking channel. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it, guys. So, thanks for watching.
Good episode.
Yeah, if you want to
Good
support
opener.
us, check out our full length early access. Bye-bye.